I remember calling my wife and telling her, watch the game closely because maybe something crazy happens.
And the cross into Merino coming in, he's got another one!
I'm the kind of player that wants to learn, that wants to adapt and wants to get better every single day. And at the moment that they told me I was going to play as a striker, I was already asking questions.
Saliba, Gabriel, Miles, but all the other players we have, they push you to be better. They set the standard really high, you know. Being good or great, those details, I think the margins are so small, especially here in the Premier League, and if you want to win, so I think those details are very important.
I'm off to the Arsenal training ground to meet Jurrien Timber and Mikel Merino, two fantastic players have been instrumental in them being top of the Premier League and top of the Champions League.
Mikel Merino once again delivering for Arsenal.
Mikel Merino has been scoring some important goals, and Jurrien Timber, arguably the best fullback in the Premier League this season.
And it's another goal and a fine season for Jurrien Timber.
Really excited to go through their clips and see what they think about their roles in this Arsenal team.
Mikel, thank you for joining us. It's been quite a remarkable couple of years for you, hasn't it?
It's been great. It's been an adventure, and yeah, so far so good.
You've always been a central midfield player, but where has this whole this striker thing come into it? Because it's been remarkable, your ability in front of goal.
Yeah, I mean it's been amazing to try this new position for me. I don't know, it happened last season just out of the blue due to injuries. I had to be the one that stepped and play as a striker. And at the beginning I was kind of, doubting if I could do that role, but it's something that I think I have in me, to know what I have to do in different positions. I don't see myself as a midfielder or as a striker or as a certain position, but I just try to be on the pitch and be a footballer, try to do the right thing at the right moment, and yeah, it's been good.
I'm sure you remember these goals very well, obviously, against Leicester. Did you know you were going to come on and play as a striker?
To be fair, I didn't. I remember we were doing the walk that morning. One of the assistants came to me and told me that there was a small possibility that I could play as a striker, but more as a false nine, dropping
off,
doing like a diamond inside and being like the farthest midfielder. But yeah, I was kind of surprised. I remember calling my wife and telling her that, watch the game closely because maybe something crazy happens. And yeah, I came on the pitch, we were tying and we were with the league on the line. And
well, let's play the goal, talk me through it, because do you remember this goal really well?
Yeah, I do remember it very well. For me, the goal starts right there, like trying to be in the right positions, try to be in the blind side of the centre back, attacking the ball at the right moment and trying to head it in the highest point possible.
That's really interesting because you hear a lot of the strikers say they want to be kind of so the centre back obviously can't see him, and that's exactly what you did. And also being there a little bit further away gives you time to get a run on it as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I had the same position in the action before, and the ball doesn't get right there.
That's what I find really remarkable is that actually you make the first one, but because Timber actually can't get it in there, your ability to then make the second run.
Yeah,
it's a proper striker.
Yeah, try to be available all the time, try to be in the right spots, moving around. Sometimes it feels like you're only on the box and not moving too much, but those small meters that you go in the back of one, in the back of the other, are really important to give you the best advantage.
Yeah, and this one, I mean, obviously they've left you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just trying to do kind of the same. Maybe your heart is telling you to go closer to the action, closer to the ball, but you have to think a little bit, try to be away from the defender, try to give you some time and space to see the ball, see the cross, and then try to finish the best way possible. And those two situations were kind of very striker-like. Yeah, I was very happy to score 2 goals that day and come in as a sub and making an impact for the team.
Is that from you or is that from Mikel, from the coaches? Because it feels like a lot of it's kind of instinctive and quite natural for you.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a mix. Mikel saw that potential in me, and I'm the kind of player that wants to learn, that wants to adapt and wants to get better every single day. And at the moment that they told me I was going to play as a striker, I was already asking questions, and they are really good at providing those answers. And whatever you need, they're ready to help you. And so I would say it's a mix.
I mean, let's look at this is the game against Slavia
Yeah, kind of similar goal to the other one. Just try to be in between the both centre backs. Leo does an amazing job there, and that's the good thing about training with each other every day. So
but even your finishing is just it's very clean.
Yeah.
So when you're here, are you thinking I'm going to be in between the two centre backs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking about being between the two centre backs, and one of the things that I have learned from last season is that sometimes when you're close to the ball, you don't have to smash the ball.
Yeah.
You just have to put the ball in the right corner, not even strong, just put it there, because the keeper sometimes, if it's a quick finish, they don't have time to react. You might lose some accuracy just by trying to kick it strong.
Yeah.
And as you said, they're just trying to put the foot in the right place, and the ball goes into the net just by themselves.
Do you remember this one?
Yeah, same.
Talk me through it.
I think it was a set piece action. As you can see, when I see the movement of the ball, I'm already going to the opposite side, because I know the ball is going to end up in that kind of situation. And well, here is just more trying to be brave. I know the keeper is going out, I know the centre back is there, but yeah, I just try to be again in the right place. Sometimes it's about luck, they make a mistake, you're there in the right moment, jump, try not to get hit, yeah, it's a goal.
It's really interesting that you say that, actually, because it's a detail, but it's a really important detail. Like you're saying, if the ball's here, that's you there. And once this ball rotates around to the other side, then you rotate your position as well.
Yeah.
Is that something from the training pitch, or is that just a feeling thing, or you just know this gives me the best chance to head this ball?
Again, I think it's a mix. Obviously, in the training ground, we train every single action, and obviously they always urging us to think ahead. And at the same time, is one thing that I have, that I try to see the game before it happens. And once I see the ball is moving in a direction, you already know. You have been playing around football for a long time, so you know what the next action is going to be. So it's a backward pass. The next thing is a nice pass, and then you have to locate yourself, and you know the ball is going to end up in that area. So you have to give an angle so the cross is coming to you. If you're in the same angle that you were before, that ball is not going to end up in the right position for you. So just try to think 5 seconds ahead and try to be ready for the next action.
Well, Timber, we've got a little graphic of your goals, 14 goals. You know, it's remarkable, really, for a central midfield player. But actually, I think that's probably one of the big reasons why you've been playing there, Mikel, as well, because physically, with your size and your timing, and heading-wise, you're a proper striker.
Yeah, I mean, header is something that I've always had in me, and to be good at it, I think there are two things that you need. One of them is you need to have it in your tools, and the other one is repetition.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough that my father was a footballer as well, and he was a pretty good header. And I remember being
even in Spain.
Yeah.
Wow, I love that.
And I was even like 6, 7, 8 years old, and I was like all the time telling him, please cross the ball to me. I like to head it like you. I like to head it like you.
I love that.
And he was so tired of just passing me the ball and me heading the ball. So it's something I have from I was a young kid. Yeah, I think now is helping me make goals, score big opportunities, and yeah, the team is being really helped with those goals as well.
And it's interesting as well because you always seem to be in the right position. Like I always say, a lot of strikers, you often find them, they're almost outside the level of the post. Do you know what I mean? Whereas if you're in there, you give yourself a chance to score, don't you? I know it sounds ridiculous, but actually, you see a lot of strikers actually on the other side of the post sometimes.
I didn't. To be honest, when I was playing as a midfielder, I didn't pay attention to the box so much.
Yeah.
But it's so much happening in that small area that it's very, very interesting how 1 meter can change to be a goal or not a goal.
Yeah.
So it's about being at the right spot, but sometimes 10 centimeters can make the difference between scoring or not. So yeah, it's all about using your hands, try to get rid of the defender, analyzing how they are defending, if they are dropping the midfielders or they are dropping the wingers to help the wing backs. Yeah, it's so many things happening in so small, short time.
Yeah, and I guess you got to read it. I mean, this is against Slavia. And again, this is what you can give the team, right? Obviously, if they're going to press, you can go long, flick, and the team gets out, don't they?
Yeah, seems like nothing has happened, but the whole action changes completely, because if you lose that duel, you are suddenly defending your own box.
Yeah.
If you win that duel, you're attacking in an open play action. So
It allows the whole team to actually then get up the pitch, doesn't
exactly, and the momentum changes for the team as well. So it's nowadays duels are massive in football, in Premier League even more. So trying to win those duels is very, very important.
Yeah, duels and second balls. This one I like. This one is against Bayern. Obviously, you started as a striker. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
So if you're gonna drop in there, does that mean the other boys, they got to make runs?
Yeah, absolutely. So we knew this game, they were really man-to-man orientated, and centre-backs, sometimes they don't like to follow strikers when they drop there.
Yeah.
It's all about trying to be aligned, trying to be in the same path, in the same picture, everyone. And if you see the striker dropping there, we have amazing wingers, very smart as well, that they can, occupy those spaces and make runs in behind. And those counter movements are really, really dangerous and really difficult to defend for the opposition.
This one I really like, because this is probably more your bread and butter. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I was in a very unusual position for a striker to be defending.
Yeah, but obviously because Bayern are really good on the ball, aren't they?
Yeah.
They had a lot of possession. But you know what I like about this? Obviously, what all top players do, just there.
Yeah.
Checking your shoulder. So you actually don't really need to take any more touches, do you? Because you're ready.
Exactly. That's what we were talking about. Leaving the game 5 seconds ahead. Like as soon as you recover the ball, you have to make sure you're scanning. Where are my teammates? Where are the opposition? And right there, I don't even have the ball there yet, but I know.
You know it's coming, don't you?
Yeah, I know.
And if you lose that there, that's a disaster.
Yeah, you're in your own box, so you have to be really careful what you do. And sometimes this is the most difficult part when you are. I don't even have to look twice because I know he's there.
Yeah.
And
that's brilliant.
Yeah, now he makes.
And then you get up the pitch and then boom, that's the goal, and then the game's finished, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But I think having that ability to kind of play multiple positions or do it differently is such an asset for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you remember this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk me through it. You remember every clip. It's like you got a photographic memory.
I just remember the actions. I saw Epps moving a vertical movement, and I know the centre back is going to follow him. So that counter movement to try to free myself, drop in that space where I'm not going to be marked, try to open the ball and then charge the box. And again, you see me in the right position at the right time. Sometimes the delivery is perfect, sometimes the delivery is not going to you.
Yeah.
But it's about repetition, trying to make the right action every single time, and every once in a while you score.
But even there, look how many bodies you guys have in the box. I mean, you think about teams have back fours and maybe a holding midfield player. You guys have got what, 5, 6 in there?
Yeah.
So it makes it really difficult to defend.
That's what you need. That's what you need. And if you want to score goals against such a powerful team and defenses that in the Premier League they have strong centre backs, sometimes you cannot beat them by physicality.
Yeah.
You have to beat them by tactical awareness and accumulating bodies on the box. And you can see that we are with 5 players in the box.
And you're unlucky not to score, really. I mean.
Yeah, it's just 10 centimeters. That's the difference. Like you can score, you don't score, and then the man up the pitch as well. Try to be on top of them because Premier League transitions are massive, and players you can be in your own box, and in 3 passes you are in the opposite box. So try to be focused. You
have the potential to win the Premier League and the Champions League. To be top of both, the hardest competition in football right now, is an incredible achievement. But do you think you guys can go and win on both? Yeah, that's the goal, that's the aim. I think everyone in the Premier League thinks they can win the Premier League, thinks they can win the Champions League. So our mentality is that we don't fear anyone, but at the same time we respect every opponent. That's a good mentality. We are humble, we know there is a long way to go, but at the same time we are confident. We know we have a strong squad, we have an amazing stadium, amazing fans. We only think about the next game, and focusing on that, I think good things will happen for sure. And you're one of the experienced guys. You're one of the guys that's actually done it, obviously, with Spain, so you can kind of mentor these guys. So I just want to wish you all the best for the rest of the season. Good luck. Thank you very much. And keep going. It was a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you.
This team and the standards at the moment, I think if you play well here, people start to talk about you really quick, which I think is a good thing to have. It hasn't been until I came here that I realized how important set pieces are. I look at games now and I see so many games being decided on set pieces.
Jurrien, thank you for joining us.
Yeah,
it's a pleasure to have you. Obviously, when you signed for Arsenal, it must have been really exciting as a player, and then you play your first game. How hard was that to have to deal with you know, an injury that big, you probably never had to deal with that before.
No, I wasn't really aware of injuries before, to be fair. So that was my first really big injury. Also, of course, because it's your first game, you think, okay, I'm gonna have a long, good season with Arsenal. After that, you realize, okay, I'm not gonna play the season anymore. So that was tough, but at the same time, I was really happy to be at Arsenal as well. So that joy kept me going and helped me a lot during my rehab, to be fair.
Now you've really developed into, in my opinion, probably the best fullback in the Premier League. Did you see that coming when you first came over?
I think if you play for a big club as Arsenal, if you play some good games, people will start to talk about you quick. And also, I think now as a team, I think we're playing really good. And then within the team, if you play well, people start talking about you're the best or not. I think also every week it changes. One week you're the best, the other week you're not. The next week you're overrated, and the next week, that's just football, I think. But it says something about this team and the standards at the moment. I think if you play well here, people start to talk about you really quick, which I think is a good thing to have.
But I think also being, part of that is being consistent, right? Being at a top club, whether for club or country, is being consistent. And you've been incredibly consistent, I think, since you come to the team. Did you plan on playing as a right back, or did you think you were going to be a centre back?
No, I knew I was going to play as a fullback. To be fair, when I came, I knew I was going to play as a fullback, but the first couple of games I played as a left fullback. Yeah. So that was a surprise a bit, but in the end, that worked out as well. But to be fair, I'm ready to play anywhere, wherever the coach needs me. But we had this conversation already before, and he told me already that he saw me more as a fullback than a centre back.
I mean, defensively, you're obviously. I think it's still the most important part is the fact that you still have to be able to defend. And physically, I don't think I've really seen many people go around you. You're so strong. You seem to kind of enjoy the physical side of it as well.
I do, but it comes with the Premier League as well. I think the moment I came, obviously the first year I was injured, but I learned so much from the coaches here, the players around me. Oh, this was a mistake though.
Yeah, but look, you get back. That's the most important thing, isn't it?
No, true.
And I think obviously physically, but then also when you get it, then you can play. It's great you having all these players around you where you can just...
You learn so much from them, from playing. I think if you look at Saliba, Gabriel, Miles, but all the other players we have with Ben, Ricardo, I think they're all top players, you know. So also they push you to be better, and they set the standard really high,
Are they pushing you, like obviously in there, are they saying, right, you can get in there and get into the 1v1s? I think having experienced players that communicate with you is so important.
Everyone, even Bukayo, he's helping me defending. If you look at the press here, Abs, I think if the whole team is on it, it helps you to be better as well. Yeah. So I always say you're as good as the people around you, and I think the players around me and the coaches, they're from a top level, so that pushes me as well to be better.
I mean, I played as a centre mid, but actually in a lot of big games in Champions League, I ended up playing right back, and I used to love it because you could everything was in front of you. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So you could actually see the whole picture, and obviously in possession.
It's tougher now, isn't it?
You're so good in possession, but I think even there, that little trigger just to, I'm just going to run it real slow. Popping inside there and then getting that on the half turn, then, it creates an overload, and then you're in that space.
Yeah, I think that's something you learn here as well, to think about the game, because this obviously, I think before I didn't do this a lot. No. But it's also just in my mind of just being aggressive, going forward, and trying to help as well the team as much as I can, attacking-wise, not just defending. And I think if I can try and be on my best, I think it helps the team a lot. So.
Are you aiming? Are you hit a target? Are you trying to hit somebody? You're just trying to hit an area, because actually your crosses have been top. Yeah.
In my head, I think I'm trying to put the ball in the area, in the space. I think I had this conversation with the bots as well, if you trying to put the ball on one target, it often goes too short, or
it's true.
It will be tough to get the ball in the right place. So I try to put it into a space,
Yeah. And it must be nice. Obviously with you and Saka, it feels like you guys have an amazing kind of understanding with each other.
Yeah, obviously he's a great player, so
people are bouncing off you there.
It comes a bit natural with him, because he's just top, and he's been doing it for a long time. He helps me a lot as well. He gives me confidence, and just trying to put him as well in a good position to make him feel good within the game. You know.
Do you remember this turn? This is a beautiful
I
turn.
do, yeah.
That
Just
was
the
nice.
next pass was a bit too slow. But those are details, you know.
Yeah, but it's probably slow because Bukayo's so close to you. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, if I give it into a bit more in the space, I think I make it easier for Bukayo as well.
Isn't it fascinating, like the details of how important they are?
There's so much, but they make such a big difference, you know.
Yeah.
In like being good or great, those details, I think the margins are so small, especially here in the Premier League, and if you want to win, so I think those details are very important.
Well, you were good, well, more than good last season. This season you've improved. This is just your comparison from you last season to this season. Obviously everything's up. Tackles, duels won, in the air. You know, remarkably. What do you think that's down to, you being so good in the air? You think that's timing?
It's timing. It's just improving with every duel. You know, every game. Thinking, okay, what can I do better as well? Just being aggressive and like just being ready to compete and win your duels. You know.
But that's good.
It's interesting to see. I never look at this. It's
No.
just interesting. Yeah.
No, but and we, when you're on, maybe one day you'll end up doing a job like this because you know it's interesting whether you coach, but actually, then when you look at the games, you see it. But then, what's the detail in it? You know, what has improved? And to be fair, you were great last year, but actually you've improved in every phase, which is great, right? As a young player, you're only 24, you're still developing.
Yeah. And also, I think it's just a habit of trying to become better every day, and then this will just speak for itself. You know. We still need a lot to do better, so I think that's the nice thing about it.
Well, the touches in the opposition box is kind of an interesting one, and if you look at it here, from defenders in the Premier League this season, who's top?
Yeah, interesting.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that something you consciously think of, or it just kind of happens, or you get in that position, you got license to go in there?
I do, but also like what I just said is also just the fact of trying to improve your game.
Yeah.
You look back at your game last year, and you always look back at a game you played before, and you just want to do more for the team. And I think attacking-wise, I can, and I still think there's a lot to improve. But if you see the stats now, there's also a lot that's going better, which is a good thing. And I think the team as well allows me to do more attacking, and the manager gives me trust in that as well. So just trying to help the team in that.
I mean, to be fair, in every phase, I mean, you're almost like the complete fullback. But again, fullbacks often aren't the biggest. And we're very similar size. But timing in the air is so important actually as a fullback. Sometimes when you're on the back post, and your heading ability is great. I mean, even this, you get a little double header, boom.
Yeah, it became better. It's just a lot of work, a lot of training, and
I love this one. Right, talk me through this, right?
Yeah.
You're not meant to score. You're meant to bump Neuer, aren't you?
No, I was not. I was actually not. I can't tell you the whole tactics here, but
no, you don't have to tell me.
He just stepped aside and was like, "Oh, sorry, Neuer," but
I'm just gonna run it.
Look,
slow.
it was by accident.
Yeah. No, but actually, and then to be there at the right time. This other angle, that's actually really good. Obviously, you guys are trying to get to that near post.
You can tell I didn't do it on purpose, though. No,
not on purpose. But I mean, it's like because really, you think the big boys are ones you're probably trying to target. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. In this case, then Nico, I think he does a great. No, it was not on purpose. I think he does great in putting us in a position to score. I think it's for everyone. It's not just the big guys. I think, and also in this case for me or Subi, which is nice for me as well.
Yeah, it was obviously a brilliant goal. Set pieces. Amazing how good you guys are at set pieces. I mean, I know it's become such a feature of you guys' game, but
I think everyone's game it happens everywhere.
No, I know, but I haven't seen anybody do it as good as you guys.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean, you got to remember, like, you're talking what? You might get 25, 30 goals on set pieces.
Yeah.
If you think about that as a striker, you're a £100 million player.
Yeah.
So this is like a £100 million asset to your guys' team. Obviously, it all starts with the delivery from deck, which has been amazing.
Yeah. And it hasn't been until I came here that I realized how important set pieces are, to be fair.
Yeah, because nobody wants to train them, do they?
And then it's interesting because I look at games now, not our games, but other games, and I see so many games being decided on set pieces.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's just such a big part of the game. So
have you got a bit of freedom to kind of go find space, or?
Yeah, it's a bit of everything. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't give away the details.
No,
you know
that's what I mean. That's hard, you know. Here.
Yeah.
I can give you the answers off camera.
No, but you've been. It's been remarkable to see you actually, you know, after that huge injury in your first game, to come back and develop into one of the defenders or fullbacks in the Premier League. Credit to you. It's been a remarkable turnaround for you.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
I wish you all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All the best, yeah?
Thank you.
Well done.